In 1932, Australia declared war on emus. Yes, you heard that right, emus, the large flightless birds that roam across the country. The conflict began when farmers in Western Australia struggled to protect their crops from these voracious birds. The emus were eating vast amounts of wheat, which threatened the livelihood of many families. The government stepped in, sending soldiers to deal with the problem. Armed with machine guns, the soldiers were ready to tackle what seemed like a manageable situation. But the emus were far more challenging than expected. The birds were fast and agile, darting into the bush and scattering in all directions, making it almost impossible to hit them. On top of that, the emus learned to avoid the soldiers' ambushes, running in groups and confusing their attackers. The military soon realized that fighting birds with machine guns wasn't working, so they tried to change their strategy. However, even with more advanced tactics, the emus continued to outsmart them. After a month of failed attempts, the soldiers were forced to retreat, and the birds remained victorious. The Great Emu War, as it became known, was a massive embarrassment for the Australian military. In the end, the government had to shift tactics, employing a combination of bounty hunters and farmers who worked on the ground to reduce the emu population. But the war was over, and the emus had won. This quirky piece of history still stands as one of the most bizarre chapters of Australian history. Could you ever imagine a country losing a war to birds? Let me know what you think about this bizarre moment in history.